بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين، وأفضل الصلاة وأتم التسليم على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. اللهم علمنا ما ينفعنا وانفعنا بما علمتنا وزدنا إيمانا وعلما وعملا بالدين برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين. We were talking about Arabic alphabet and we had letters like ألف باء تاء ثاء جيم حاء خاء دال ذال راء زاي سين شين صاد and dot. And we talked about and we have seen how we can write each letter separately and inside words. If we want to talk about how to write each letter, we can say, for example, Alif might be at the beginning of the word, so it is like this. Sometimes with Hamza over or Hamza under, or without Hamza. It might be in the middle of the sentence, either connected with the letter before, so it will be like this, or it will be separated like this. It might be also at the end of the word like this if it is connected with the letter before, or if it is separated to be like this. This is Alif. This is the all kinds of writing the letter Alif. As we said before, that Ba, Ta and Tha are similar, but Ba has a dot under, Ta 2 over, Tha 3 over. These three letters are written in the same way. So if they come at the beginning of the word, they are like Ba, Ta, Tha. So it is possible to join them after. If they come in the middle of the word, they are like this, Ba, Ta and Tha. So they have two hands to capture the letters before and after. If they come at the end of the word, they are either related to the letter before or not. So if they are related, they are like this. If they are not related, they are like this. So we can see how these three letters are similar. The same is with Jim, Ha and Kha. They are similar, but they differ in the dots. Jim and Kha have dots, Jim under Kha over. Ha has no dots. So all of them at the beginning of the word, they are like this: jim, ha, and kha. You can see that here we have like a hand, so we can join them with the letter after. In the middle of the word, we can write them in different ways. Depends on the kind of writing that we use. So they are like this, for example. So they have two hands. Jim, ha, and kha. So you can join each one with a letter before and letter after. Or sometimes the same way in the middle, they can be written like this. It is not a problem. It depends on the kind of writing of the Arabic alphabet. This is in the middle of the words. At the end of the words, they have two ways: if they are connected to the letter before or not connected. So if they are connected, they are like this: jim, ha, and kha. So we can join the letter before by this hand. If they are not connected to the letter before, if there, for example, if there is R before them or Alif, so we can write them like this: jim, ha, and kha. These are the main ways of writing jim, ha, and kha. This is at the beginning of the word, this is in the middle of the word, and this is at the end of the word. We knew also that dal and dhal are similar. They are written in the same way at the beginning of the word, like this: dal, dhal. Dal and dhal can be joined just with a letter before. So if they come in the middle of the word, they are like this: dal. This is one way, dhal. Of course, if they are joined with the letter before, like sin, sheen, but if the letter before can't be joined, they are in this way also. At the end of the word, it is the same, like in the middle, so they are like this, if they can be joined with the letter before. Or if the letter can't be joined, so they are like this. This is dal and dhal. At the beginning of the word, in the middle of the word, and at the end of the word. If we move to ra and zay, they are also similar. The difference is the dot. So at the beginning of the word, they are like ra, zay. They can't be joined with letter after. So in the middle, if there is a letter before, and they can join with it is like this. This is in the middle of the word. With zai, the same. If the letter before cannot be joined, so it is like this, the same, like the beginning. The same thing is in the middle, at the end of the word. So with the letter before which can be joined, it is like this. Whereas if the letter can't be joined, they are like this. So this is the beginning of the word, this is the middle, and this is the end. They are similar, both in the middle and at the end. For seen and sheen, they are similar. So at the beginning of the word, we can start with them like this, 3 edges, or we can write them like this. This is at the beginning of the word. In the middle of the word, if the letter before can be joined, so they are like this. If the letter can't be joined, so like this. So here we have 2 hands. If they come after, for example, kha or ha, they can be joined. But if they come here after ra or zaid or dal or dal, they can't be joined. And at the end of the word, if the letter before can be joined, they are like this. So there is a hand here. If the letter is separated from the letter before, so we can write them like this. In fact, Sad and Dad, we can say, are similar somehow to Sin and Shin in the way of writing. So Sad at the beginning of the word, it is like this. We have like here like an edge. This is at the beginning. Dad is the same. In the middle of the word, if the letter before can be joined, so we can write it like this. So we can write them like this. If the letter before can't be joined, so we can write them at the end of the word. They are like this if they can be joined, so we can write it like this. If it can't be joined with the letter before, so it is like this. So here we can see Sad and Dad at the beginning of the word, Sad and Dad in the middle, and Sad and Dad at the end of the word. Now, after we have seen the different ways of writing each letter that we had till now, now let us try to give examples to see exactly how to write each letter with other letters to form words. For example, if we take Shin, Kha, and Sad, so we can have word like shakhs, shakhs, Shin fatha, Kh sukun, shakhs means person, shakhs. We have seen how we join Shin with Kha and Sad. Another example, Dal with Ra and Sin, Dars, Dars. It is important also to notice that something very important in Arabic, which is with the different using of Fatha, Dhamma, Sukun, Kasra, the meaning of the word completely different, will become different. Like here Dars is a noun, means listen. If we write it in the same way, but in like this, da, ra, sa. Here we have dars, da al-fatha, ra, sukun, sin. Here da fatha, ra, fatha, sin, fatha, darasa. This is the verb, means studied. It is the verb in the past, studied. So with the different uses of fatha, dhamma, kasra, sukun, we have different meanings of the words. If we take sad, kha, ra, we can have word like sakhr, sakhr, sad, fatha, kha, sukun, sakhr means stones. If we take Shin with Ra, Shar, 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 of course, Shar, Ra here has Shadda. Shar means evil. We can have also Dad with Ra and Ba. Da, ra, ba. Daraba, hit. Daraba. Now let us move to a new letter in the Arabic alphabet, which is Ta. Ta. Ta can come at the beginning of the word, middle, and end. So it is Ta. We can have an example of Ta at the beginning of the word, like Tabl, Tabl, Tabl. Tabl means drum. We can see the difference between Ta, 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 and Ta, 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 and Ta, Ta. It is not easy to be pronounced by foreigners. This is something difficult somehow, but by training we can differentiate between Ta and Ta. In the middle of the word we have like the same letters. We can move them like Batal, Batal, Batal means hero, Batal. At the end we can have an example like Bilat, Bilat, marbles, Bilat, Bilat. This is Ta, Ta. The next letter is similar in writing, Dha, 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 Dha. It is different from ذال, the, the, or z, zai, z, v. An example at the beginning of the word: ظبي, deer, ظبي, ظبي, an animal. نظارة in the middle, نظارة, it is a verb, a past verb. نظارة, so, or it is نظر, so نظر. This is تنوين ضم, to ضمة, تنوين ضم, on. نظر is the noun, نظر is the verb in the past. نظر, so. نظر, sight, رؤية. نظر, sight. حظ, you can see the at the end of the word. حظ, luck, حظ.